Hi, my name is Olabinjo. I co-founded Future Africa, and this is how tech has changed my life. So 2018, I quit my job for a couple of reasons, and I take the entire year off, not to work. But I'm doing courses online, I'm reading books, I just wanted to take some time to rest. Early 2019, I started applying to jobs remotely and to some African jobs as well. And one of those days, I go to this co-working space to to get ready for my interview, and I download WhatsApp, and it turns out that Iyin had sent me some messages, but I had missed them. So I call him, and I'm like, where are you? Why are you sending me messages? He's like, oh, he's in Nigeria, we should totally hang out. And so we book a time, we hang out, and so the question for us was, how do you scale venture capital in Africa? We're still thinking about it. So in 2020, we announced what is called the Future Africa Fund. And the idea was we would go raise a large pool of capital from big people all around the world to invest in startups. And so that's how, I started to work in VC, right? So now I'm learning how to understand startups. I'm reading a ton of books on venture capital. It does seem like all of the stuff I had done before kind of prepared me for this work, but it's just me taking opportunities as they come, right? I just say yes. I just try it and see if it's going to work. I think the biggest achievement is definitely the work that we did at Future Africa. Getting people to pull out capital that was just lying around that they had in their bank accounts or mutual funds or something. I think in the two and a half years that the fund has existed, it has invested about, I think almost 6 million in 60-something companies, which is a lot of companies. That's very difficult to do, but I'm really glad that we're able to achieve that. How does it make me feel? It makes me feel happy. I feel like there's something to hold, like it's tangible. It's money. It's money that's tangible, and I definitely went to somebody's account, so super happy. I think a bunch of people would not be calling themselves growth marketers if not for me. I hope people can take that. So community is by far the most important thing. A bunch of people who are founders today that the fund has backed are people who were like my colleagues in hotels.ng or at Dev Center, or people who we did some stuff together at CC Hub. So community is really so important. It's important to have people, not just because you need their help or anything, but you're all growing together and you're going somewhere, right? And that's super, super important. Tech has opened me to a bunch of opportunities that I don't think I would have imagined on my own. Keeping in mind that I'm just taking things as they come. I wouldn't say I'm a very big picture type of person. So I would say that's opened my mind to a bunch of possibilities. It's also exposed me to way more stuff than just technology that I would typically not be bothered about in my regular everyday life. I bought a MacBook Pro in 2017. It cost me $570K. I can't forget the price because I used almost all my money. But that was a big moment for me. While I was working at Future Africa, I would see a startup's deck. It would just come by my way, and I would remember knowing the person from 10 years ago, and I would remember what they were working on that time and how it didn't go so well for them. And today they're building something that has revenue, that has people interested in backing them, that has an entire team. I think that has been the most profound event that keeps reoccurring and happening over and over again. There's so much good expertise now. I was talking to somebody the other day, I was saying how when I was working at hotels in 2013, there wasn't anything like user experience design. I designed the website in Photoshop and the developer could edit, right? But now there's so much expertise, and there are people who are they design for financial services. There are people who are they do marketing for healthcare services. And I think that's super important because one of the things you learn as you progress in your journey is you start to have very deep insight into certain things. And there's often not many people that have those types of insights, right? If you look at my career over time, there's very few people that have my type of trajectory. And so everyone eventually becomes unique and has a unique value proposition. I think just having this learning mindset, because I think one of the things that's happening now is people want to define their career from like the beginning, and I don't think that I could have sat down somewhere in 2013 and said, oh, by 2022 I want to have done something in a VC firm, right? But also looking forward to solving bigger problems at each stage. I think that's something that helps your mindset and even your skill sets grow.